It's Deprogrammed. My name is Justin Wilson. I'm your host. I'm just a guy. I'm one of the panel members. I'm a weekly panel member. Lucky me. We're going to be talking about the Pixies today. I got to get the other stuff out of the way, though. Patreon.com/Radio Free Radio. Go there, man. It only costs $1 a month. I don't know how many times I can repeat that. It only costs $1 a month. You get everything that the station does. Dude, I think we're at 13 and a half hours of programming, 14 and a half, and it's going to grow. There's going to be more, and we're not going to change the price. Dude. Okay, if that's not a hard enough sell, you're helping an independent radio station. You're helping a local independent business. You're keeping the money local. That's big time. There's not much more you can do to be helpful. And we are very community driven here at Radio Free Radio. That in mind, again, we're going to be talking about the Pixies today. Introduce my panel. We have Kyle Russo joining us again. Last time we saw you was the Green Day episode. How are you doing, sir?
Hey, I'm doing great. You know, I had a great time at Green Day, and I'm going to have a great time with Pixies tonight, you know?
You came in and you're like, I'm going to be less know-it-all-y.
Yeah, you know, with Green Day being my definite go-to for more than 7 years, the Pixies were definitely less on that list. But, you know, because of it, because of this, I totally got to listen to a whole lot more than I ever knew existed. So I'm pretty thankful.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the appeals of this program is, you know, occasionally you get people who know a whole lot about a band, which is cool. Like last week, I did Hanson with my wife. She knows a lot about Hanson. We talked a lot about Hanson, and it was cool, you know, getting a whole different perspective on a band that a lot of people think is a joke. But oftentimes it's just three people who just really dig a band. And I think that's all it takes, right?
Yeah.
And that's what makes it fun. Also joining us, Leah Hart. Hello, how are you?
Great. How's it going?
Good. Last time we seen you was the REM episode.
Yeah, that was fun.
We should have set some boundaries on that one, I feel like. Because we didn't have a lot from the newer stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
And that was really rough trying to listen to, because there's so much, you know, that you're familiar with, like the Monster. You and I were together on Monster.
That's right.
But the newer stuff I just hadn't been familiar with, so I was like trying to listen to it, and you know,
it's hard to get right into it, you know.
Yeah, but this week we're doing Pixies, and the Pixies are cool because you can just. I haven't listened to the Pixies in years. I love them. I haven't listened in years. Fell right back in, and it's like I never left them, and it's great that they just have this sound about them that it ages well. It doesn't change. You know what I mean? Like sometimes there's bands you go back to and you're like, oh man, I loved that band. Not so much anymore. Like they didn't change, but you did. And I don't know. I had the same feelings listening to the Pixies this time around as I have always ever had. How do you guys feel about the Pixies? What brings you here to talk about them? Oh.
After you.
Well, thank you. Well, I listened to them a lot when I was a teenager, and I thought, man, this band is so cool.
They are.
I'm so cool listening to them. You know?
Yeah,
and,
I get that.
And I don't know, they always just kind of stuck with me, but I never really listened to the more recent albums. So this was cool. I mean, when I was listening to the last one, the Indie Cindy, I was like, well, this is all right. You know?
Yeah. You know what? Matt had been telling me, Matt Wade of RFR fame had been telling me Indie Cindy is good, and I just hadn't sought it out to listen to it.
Yeah.
And sound-wise, it's spot on. It fits right in. Like it's a Pixies record. I thoroughly enjoyed listening to it.
You would have never thought it was, you know, like 15 years later.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It's so far removed. But
I'm like 25 years later, actually.
Yeah.
A long gap.
It's a long gap between records. But I just, you know, it all comes together. Kyle, your Pixies experience.
Okay.
What brings you here?
Obviously, you know, I very much was familiar with the hits, I guess, you know. Like,
yeah.
You know, Here Comes Your Man and, you know, Where Is My Mind and everything. And one of the first bass lines that I learned was "Hey," ba-da-da, do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do, and so on. And,
Right.
They were never a band that I was like super huge on, but I was always like, you know what? Pixies are cool. They exist, and I really like their songs when I hear them. But I'm gonna spend all my time listening to Green Day and Gorillaz. But yeah, that's the extent of it. As the years went on, I saw it more out, and I actually saw them for the first time last summer in Atlanta at the Shaky Knees Music Festival.
Oh, nice.
And that was really
Wow.
cool.
Yeah.
Kim Deal, the original bass player, is no longer with them, but
Right.
everyone else is, Frank Black and everything. And it was really cool. It was a good time.
So my Pixies story, I came late to the game. I was only vaguely aware of them until Fight Club. Fight Club has "Where's My Mind" at the end, famously.
Man.
Um,
But that blew your mind right there.
Yeah.
You're like, "Ah, chills."
all of that together, and I'm like, what's this? What's happening here? Let me look into this. And I had a friend who's really, really into them, and he let me borrow a best of disc.
Nice.
And then I fell in love. I was like, man, this is cool. I dig this. And it went from there. I saw them in 2005, I want to say, at the Constant Center, and they played Wave of Mutilation twice.
What?
I think they just got lost in the set list. And
The same way?
yes, the exact same way.
Beautiful. Mwah.
I think they just got lost.
That is
Well,
wonderful.
they looked like they didn't want to be there. Like they didn't like each other. They didn't want to be playing. They wanted nothing to do with this program. And like I said, just Frank looks back and then just starts into Wave of Mutilation. I'm like, that was like the third song, man. What are we doing here?
That is awesome.
The reprise.
I can't even believe.
So, no mention of it. And nobody else in the crowd said anything, but I noticed. And it's a story I carry with me now, but still. So I got my little Pixie story.
Oh man.
But you know what? Enough can't be said about them being the predecessor to what people call grunge. Loud, quiet, loud is what I like to call it. Loud, quiet, loud. Loud, quiet, loud is like where I live, man. Like when it comes to music, loud, quiet, loud is the perfect expression of. If you look at my discs, 90% are loud, quiet, loud.
It's also a good band name.
It is. You want to start a band?
Wow.
Let's start. I need
Right
a band.
now. Right now, let's do it.
I need to be in a band, and listen to a band like the Pixies, where it's not. They're good musicians, but it's not like overly complicated music.
Right.
Right.
Especially the bass. I mean, come on.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
So, yeah, they're great though. Great bass lines. I mean,
Yeah.
simple but
Simple, smooth.
Half
underneath.
the reasons why I wrote down the songs I did, I was like, cool riff, cool bass riff, cool guitar and bass riff at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's just, they make me want to write music, which is a great thing about a band. Even the Smashing Pumpkins are my favorite band of all time, but it's rare that listening to the Pumpkins makes me want to write music. Unless I'm already depressed and listening to Adored, then that's all bets are off. But for the most part, like Not a Surf, it makes me want to write. The Pixies make me want to write.
Cool.
And so I'm very much there, and I'm very much I don't know where I'm going to find time, but I'm very much putting myself out there. I want to start a band again. It's been a long, long time, gentlemen. And Loud, Quiet, Loud is a
that is the
Okay.
best.
It's copyrighted, actually. We're working on it right now.
oh, I lost it already. I was not fast enough. All right, so anybody listening to Deprogram for the first time, our panel here, we each come to bat with 20-ish songs, sometimes more, sometimes less. I try to be flexible on that. We're going to have our personal top 10s, which is most of what people play is their top 10s, and then we have extras just in case. Whatever songs are in play, if it's on all three of our lists, it makes our deprogrammed Pixies list. It's set in stone. We're trying to get to 10 of them. If it's on two of ours, then it's in the conversation for later on, which I find to be the most fun part, is when it's on two people's lists and then going back and picking the songs apart.
Making the case
for the songs and stuff. So, with that being said, I'm coming out hot. I never play number one first. when I'm putting the list together, you already kind of touched on this, Kyle. Like, I started putting my list together, and it was like it was a best of record, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. I want to get some more deeper stuff in, but at the same time, the best of's the best of for a reason, especially with Pixies. They're great tunes. But this song is my number one song of all time. It's not a greatest hit, and I think I'm starting right here. I'm doing it. I'm going to stop talking about it. I'm putting it out there. I Bleed.
I got it.
Yes! That's in the conversation. Thank God. I thought you guys were going to laugh me out of the studio.
No, it's a good one. I didn't write it down though.
Oh,
Not for me.
It's the Pixie song that I heard for the first time that has, you have your Where's Your Minds, you have your Here Comes Your Mans that, man, I dig that. You have your Tames. Man, that's awesome. I heard I Bleed and I'm like, I'm in love.
Nice.
I need this. This is what I want to write like. This is cool. I dig this. It's a nice. It's a bit of a slow jam. It's got a nice smooth bass line. As we said, nothing complicated going on here. It's just the way they put it together is perfection. I dig it. I Bleed is in the conversation, and that leaves you. You're up, Kyle.
Okay. I'm just gonna be throwing out random numbers, but since you started at 1, I'll start at 10. 10 for me was Here Comes Your Man.
I
got
dig
it.
Yep.
That's
You can't deny it.
You can't.
You can't
No,
deny
you
Here
can't.
Comes
Just
Your
can't.
Man.
I didn't put it on, but it was because, like I said, the greatest hits. And
Right.
So I took some of them out.
Too obvious, you thought maybe?
I thought.
Yeah.
Feral Conservatives does a really good cover.
Do they now?
Really?
They do, yeah.
Is that since Zach came aboard?
I haven't heard them play it since Little Pants was still active.
Oh.
Yeah, it was last summer at a house show.
Somehow I missed that. I didn't get to see that.
Oh, I have a video. I'll send it to you.
Yes, I'd like to see that. All right, so Here Comes Your Man is definitely in the conversation. I have zero problems with that. Like I said, I only took it out because it was on there. All right, Leah, what you got?
Okay. La La Love You.
La La Love
Yes.
You. Got it.
Yep, me too. That one's in. La La Love You. Don't mean maybe.
And a whistling.
Yes!
Oh.
God, it's beautiful. It's different. Again, it's not overly complicated.
It's got two
It's
lyrics.
smart, though. It's really
Yeah.
smart. I mean, I think it is.
It's super smart. It's super simple. It's nice and crunchy.
To the
It's
point.
To the point.
It's like, I'm not messing around, baby. I love you. And I
And-
don't mean maybe.
Yeah, and I think really that's the core of. You may have pulled yourself out. Hopefully,
No, I'm good.
okay.
Yeah.
That's the core of early, and this would be the one negative I had against Indie Cindy is like a lot of the earlier stuff is to the point, short, easy to digest. Indie Cindy, good. Everything's about radio life, 3:30 and up.
Mm-hmm.
Not a problem. Still a good record, but just felt different. All right, so
Back to you.
yeah, we got one in. We're doing really well here. Now, do I play the obvious one? I'm going to play. This would probably be number 2. I don't have it at number 2, but it would probably be number 2. I'm going Broken Face.
Don't got it.
No.
Me either.
Sorry.
I fell in love with Broken Face. It's out. I guess maybe I don't need to make the case for it, but I bought the CD of Purple Tape. I think I was in State College, and I think it's track 1 on Purple Tape, and I was like, ooh, I got a broken face. I got a broken face. Oh. I was just like, man, that's fun.
Yeah, that is.
I
I feel like I wrote that down for my honorable mentions, but I didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. The version of Broken Face I end up having on here, I forget which album it landed on, but I don't like it as much as the Purple Tape one that I had in mind. So I didn't land it. That sucks. But you're up, Kyle.
All right. I'll do a non-hit. Trompe Le Monde.
Oh, that didn't make it.
No,
Dang it.
Me either.
Aw.
I went with another one, which ended up being a greatest hit type.
Well, the reason why I like Trompe Le Monde or Trompe Le Monde is it's a really cool opener. It was
It is.
it was a super cool opener
Yeah,
for
you're
that
right.
album. And the first time I actually heard it, it was a cover by this band called Braid. I don't know if y'all are familiar, but they did a lot of cool different covers, and this was the first time I heard it, and I thought it was their song. But then after I listened to got into listening to all the albums, I was like, oh my god, this is their song, and it's cool. I like how it built up, and
Yeah.
it was a good opener.
You're absolutely right, and I definitely had that. I want to say it was if we expanded out to 30, it probably would have made mine. So, Leah,
Okay.
what you got here?
Oh, I'm just gonna say it. Where is my mind?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
Yep. I already said my piece about Fight Club, and
Yep.
that was the Pixie song that I definitively knew. I'm like, man, I need this in my life. What a great scene that is too. Like, it really is the perfect song for that scene. Like, everything's falling around them, just falling to pieces. You really met me at a weird part in my, or a weird time in my life, and everything's blowing up, and you have the Pixies going. Wow, like it's perfection. It's the perfect end of that movie. No.
I personally haven't watched Fight Club.
Oh.
It's been a while for me.
If you like dark comedy, like really dark comedy, like so dark that most people don't realize it's a comedy, you'll dig it.
All right, cool. I'll go rent it or something.
Yes, get out to Blockbuster immediately.
No, name drop in the narrow.
Oh yeah, totally. Let's see. Mostly for the same reasons you played Trompe Le Monde, I'm gonna play Cecilia Ann here.
Man.
I think it's a great open. It's an instrumental, but I also think it's a great tone setter for the record. I feel like they opened with it when I saw them, which it's a great open.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a great open, period. And again, it's an instrumental, very fun, very surfy, and I'm guessing nobody else has to.
You got my
I had it
honorable
till like
mention.
the last
Oh, you got it?
possible minute, man. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
But like, I'd heard it before, and I don't know if I'd heard the original or what, but when I heard it, I was like, man, this is really. I mean, it was like vaguely familiar. I mean, I don't know. I guess it might have been the Pixies, but it could have been the surf tones that I heard first, but couldn't tell you now.
Yeah, I just sometimes something strikes you,
Yeah.
and when I heard it this time, I was like, this needs to be in the conversation. All right, Kyle, you are up.
Let's go with. All right, here's my my one track from Indie Cindy that made it into my top 10.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Greens and Blues.
Oh, I got it.
so good.
Nice,
Yes.
good one. Okay, I like this one because it's another feel gooder, and I feel like it has a sense of wonder about it, and it's a weirdly weirdly sweet lyrics. Like the guy says something along the lines like, "I told you I was human, but I'm just visiting," or something like that, like insinuating hey, I'm an alien and we're in love or whatever. But like the guitar riff is cool, and I like the chord changes. They all feel really nice, and I was listening to it and just felt pretty like yeah, I'm jam out to that. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I wrote
can dig
pretty next to it.
Pretty. Yes.
Very pretty.
All right, Leah.
Okay. Okay. The holiday song.
Oh,
Got it.
oh, good.
Yeah, we're on it.
I felt awful cutting that.
Yeah.
I really did. I had it.
I think that's a top. That's a best of. I think.
It's an infectious song.
It is, but you're right on. That's exactly why. A lot of the stuff that if it's a best of, I tried to do half and half, and Holiday Song got cut because I actually looked up, a greatest hits Pixies record, and I was like, okay, I've got too many of these
I
on
thought
here.
about doing that, but I was like, nah.
I shouldn't have. I should
No,
have
you
just.
shouldn't have.
I should have just went with my gut.
You
because,
gotta go with your heart.
Yeah. Well, and the problem I'm finding with this, I call it a game. With this show is I play the game too much sometimes. There's 8 to 10 songs that I just go with my heart and leave on there, and then when I'm delving into my honorable mentions, I try to play the game some, and
Right.
that's why I lost the Holiday Song. But it's a great song. Well, Kyle played an Indie Cindy song, so you only had one in.
I have one in my honorable mention. So you might get that one.
Okay. So I've got 2 total.
Me too. I have 2 total also.
Okay. So there's a good chance I might land one of these at least.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with the closer, Jamie Bravo.
No.
Nah, I didn't
Nope.
get that one. Sorry.
That's okay. Just something struck me. For some reason, it stuck out from the rest of the record for me. Like, it's just something about the way it closed. Just, I don't know. It felt different from the rest of the record. That's the best way I can describe it. It may be because my kids were going crazy and my attention got drawn away. I'm not saying that's what happened, but that's totally possible. Kyle.
Okay. Well, I pretty much all of my non-hits got hit except for one, but I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna do Debaser.
I got it on my honorables
Okay.
over here.
Girl, Debaser.
Yeah, I think actually the best part about that song is not the chorus. It's like the beginning, you know?
Yeah.
Boo-doo-doo-doo-boo.
You know?
Yes.
Bubbles, I want you to know. Girls so groovy.
Yes.
That's the best part.
You know why that didn't make my list? I actually got made fun of. I started getting into the Pixies, and a guy I know, Jeff knows him, Hickey. I started talking about well, yeah, Leah knows
Yeah.
Hickey too. What am I doing here? Being exclusionary.
That's okay.
He goes, "Oh, you probably just like Debaser." I was like, "I do like Debaser."
Hey, don't you hate it when people come and crush your little soul
And
like
now,
that?
unfortunately, I have this negative taste in my mouth about a great song like Debaser. That's not fair. I want it back.
You're not allowed to like this band because you like this one song.
Yeah.
Man, I liked their demos when they sounded shitty.
That's exactly right.
That's exactly right. Well, you know, you have to have an intro to every band, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's not like Debaser was my intro. Whereas my mind was
No.
from a movie.
Debaser was definitely in Pixies 101, okay? Let's just be real here.
But I feel so bad. I didn't even listen to it on this run.
Oh,
doing this, I know.
You would have heard it, and it
You
would have been on your
like,
list.
oh yes.
I would
I'm
have
there.
because I love this song. I love Debaser.
Oh.
As a matter of
Good
fact, I'm
baseline.
putting this at the top of the list to see what comes in because I feel like we're gonna bump that one through once we get to the combo. We'll see. We'll see what we got left. What kind of run we have. Kyle played Debaser, right?
Mm-hmm. That was me.
Leah, you're up.
Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna go with Silver.
Oh, you went deep. I ain't got that one.
Yeah, me either.
That
Those are
one's from
Stump me.
Come On Pilgrim, and it's like this. It's got like this old west sound to it. It's real pretty.
That's what I like about Come On Pilgrim. Like I wanted to include more from Come On Pilgrim, but I ran out of room.
Yeah.
I'm just like I can't put all of it on there.
Half of my songs came from Doolittle, so I mean,
It's fair. Like at one point, most of mine was Doolittle, and I was like, okay, I gotta.
Yeah.
I ended up with I think 6 or 7 from Bossa Nova, so I don't know what I'm talking about here.
Oh yeah. I did get a couple from Bossa Nova too. I was
So.
like, man, I'm not even that familiar with Bossa Nova, so I was like, I'm not gonna pick any. But I was like, man, some of these are really good.
well,
Yeah.
bossa nova is a Brazilian genre. It's a little Latin-y feel, a little jazz.
It's
you
like
know.
it's also like a preset beat for your Casio.
Free Casio. We'll do that for Loud, Quiet, Loud. All right. Let's see. What do I want to play here? I think I'm gonna play one of the hits. Let's get the monkey off our backs.
Shut
Monkey
up.
Gone to Heaven.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
nope, I didn't.
I got
didn't put
it. That's on my list.
It's again, it's one of those ones where it seems like it's too obvious, but it's. I don't want to say groovy because I feel like I use that too much, but it's kind of laid back,
It is.
especially for that record.
It's kind of like it's kind of a sad little thing too.
Yeah.
It's like
There was a
got killed
guy-
by 10,000 pounds of
Sludge
sludge.
from Jersey.
Like
yeah.
Jesus, like
Yeah.
uh,
This
it-
monkey's gone to heaven. Yeah, super catchy. It's fun in its sadness.
It's the quiet part of it's loud, quiet, loud.
Loud, quiet, loud.
That's it. There it is. That's the theme of the night.
Yep.
Also, I wanted to say about that, it's like a slightly like abrasive melodic song.
Yeah.
It gets pretty abrasive at some point.
Yeah.
You know, and you know the devil is 6 and God is 7.
Yeah.
God is 7.
Yeah.
Good song.
Yeah. Frank Black on point there. All right, Kyle, you are up, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna go out on a little bit of a limb here and do Vamos.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
no Surfer Rosa or
No.
the original.
No,
Well, okay. Well,
I totally did have it.
I
though.
liked Pixies' first album had like a good I think like a quarter of it was in Spanish. Like that's pretty
Yeah,
cool. Like
that was
I wonder like
interesting,
why
yeah.
they stopped doing that. It sounded really good for what they were doing, and it was like "Who got por la playa, who got por la-" and it's a crazy like little avant-garde punk Spanish nonsense all structured together.
Fun.
Yeah, and it's fun,
Yeah.
the little crazy guitar noodles behind like just a steady, constant like drum beat, like good song.
You're not wrong. I ain't
All
gonna argue, but unfortunately, ain't none of us got it. Jack,
Fun, fortunately.
Leah.
Okay. All right. Now, what's the best bass line? Doom, doom, dee, dee, doo, doo, doom, dee, dee, doo. So I got gigantic.
Of course you do. Of course you do. How can you not?
Yep, I got it on my honorables.
Into a shady place.
What a gas it was.
Right? Blech. I love Gigantic.
That's the best.
You
Again, it goes to Loud, Quiet, Loud. But Gigantic. It's, oh, God. Just, oh, God, I love
I
Gigantic.
can envision it now.
Yes.
And
and it is gigantic. It's a
big
sound.
lug.
Yes.
Not too long ago, like a year ago, there was a car commercial, and they used that song.
Oh, really?
And like I had like closed captioning on my TV, and it says "Big Love," and I'm like, they don't know what this song's about. Like they're showing kids running around in a field having a good time, and I'm like, it's a shady place, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's so awesome.
It's not like this song isn't about performing anything.
No, not at all.
No, buy this car.
I actually told Uglyography they should cover Gigantic.
Oh my gosh. Everybody should cover
They
gigantic.
should, though. It's such a good tune. Well, because everybody goes for your standards, and that's not a problem. You know what I mean? Your Here Comes Your Man's, your Where's My Mind's.
Mhm.
But I ain't never heard nobody cover Gigantic.
Hey,
Why? What are people crazy?
You know what I
Maybe,
mean?
maybe Loud
Yeah.
Quiet Loud should just be a Pixies cover band.
You know what? We should look it up because we might be treading into dangerous.
I told you. I already got that copyrighted.
Yes. All right. What do I want to? Oh, you know what? I feel like I lied to somebody earlier when I said I'm going to play this one because I feel like I said I took it out, and apparently I didn't. I left it in there. I'm playing Tame here.
I got it.
Yeah. That's why. Like I initially I looked at it and I'm like, I'm taking it out. It's a greatest hits. It's a best of. I'm taking it out. And then I went back and I'm just thinking about it. I'm thinking about Local H's cover of it. I'm thinking
Oh, I
about
never heard that.
I'm just thinking about shouting at the top of my lungs, Tame. It's one word, but like it's that same reason I like a lot of Nirvana songs. It's the shouting, the screaming. Just one word. God, yeah.
You know what? I might
Shredding your throat.
I might not have picked it if it weren't for the fact that when I listen to these, I listen to them on YouTube and just make a playlist up.
Right.
So somehow I got this video of this guy, just some random dude in the camera with like some weird filter on it, and he was just like,
Oh.
and like he was lip syncing the whole time, and it was like this just like big fat bald dude, and he was like into it so hard. I was like, yes, guy,
And he sold
and
you.
I wrote it down.
I was like, I'm in. I got it. I'm taking it. What's in the conversation? I feel good about that now.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Kyle, you are up, good sir.
Okay. I got Head On.
I got it in my honorables.
Like I said, with greens and blues, the chord changes feel really nice, and it's another feel good one. Pretty a little emotional too. I ain't got much to say about it. I just really enjoy it.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all. Sometimes I try to put words to why I like something, especially with this program. Sometimes it's you just like it, and there is no explanation, and you just hope that other people have it. That's all you can do.
Hey man, that's what I did,
Yeah,
and it worked.
And when you're whittling it down, and then you're like, oh, I still like it. I still like it.
I still like it. Yes, Leah, you are up.
Okay. I've got number 13, baby.
Ooh. That fell victim
That
to
had some Spanish in it.
yeah, it did. It fell victim to my Too Much Doolittle.
You should have do a little bit more, huh?
Hey, I see what you did there.
Forget about it.
Is this one too obvious? This is my number 2, I think. UMass.
Oh my gosh. I put
It's educational. Oh,
that's why I don't like it.
Really?
Yeah. That's why I don't like it. I was like, UMass, no, it's educational! Exclamation point.
oh.
Because I want to make sure I didn't put
Made
that
my
one on.
honorable mention.
Okay, it's in the conversation,
sorry.
but that
For some
guitar
reason, I
cannot
don't
be
know
denied.
why. I don't know why. I didn't like it very much.
Like the way it just. Oh, God bless it.
it wanted to convince me, but it couldn't.
I'd have
I
to
don't
like
know.
actually read the lyrics like to be able to quote them to you, but like it's some really good shit in there too.
Right.
All right, Kyle, you're up.
We're gonna do Wave of Mutilation.
You have to. I don't have it, but you have to.
I don't have it either. What?
Oh,
I had it. I scratched it.
Oh, it hurts.
That's
It
actually a
belongs
surprise.
there.
Yeah,
I actually thought that it would make the conversation.
it was on there for a while, but
I
See,
anti-played.
this is what happens
I
when
anti-played.
you leave it up to somebody else.
Yes.
you're like somebody else will have it. It's
Exactly. I anti-played. I was like, I'll get something else in because they'll have it, and it'll still make. Oh man.
Have you heard? They have 2 versions.
Yeah, they have the
surf
slow,
mix.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
like that one a lot.
See,
It's nice.
and that's the question I always get when I tell the TED story about. I heard them play it twice. Did they play it different? No. Nope.
Same way.
Same way.
they still rode the El Nino the same way.
Yep.
Awesome. That's really great.
All right, Leah, what you got?
I'll tell you guys my other indie Cindy. It was Silver Snail.
Oh no, I don't
Anybody?
have that.
No.
No.
It was just so odd and kind of creepy, and I don't know. It was cool.
All right. Looks like I might be playing hits from here out because I don't know if any of my other ones are gonna land. Bone Machine.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, good thing you do.
My bone's got a little machine.
Yeah.
Still love it. I can't get away from that
Yeah,
song.
that part where they just pause and then they just sing it, and it's just like,
Bone's got a little machine.
Yes.
And then it comes back in.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Dig it.
another good bass line too.
Yep. All right, Kyle.
Well, I only had about like 15 songs, and
Okay.
so some of them already. I
done.
only have one left that hasn't actually been talked about. I think.
Wow.
And that one's Hey.
Okay. If Leah does not have it.
Sorry,
Oh man.
I didn't save the day.
All right, so here's what we'll do. Leah will play this one, and then her and I will each toss out a couple more to see if we match on any.
All
Okay.
right.
What you got?
Okay, how about Caribou?
Oh,
No.
that fell victim to my hits cut. All right. So we're gonna have to see if we have any of these.
Okay.
Dig for Fire,
Nope. I scratched it.
Nimrod
Had
Sun,
it. Nope.
Subaculture.
Mm-mm.
Okay, you play 3.
All right. I got Levitate Me.
Yeah, I got that.
All right. Is She Weird?
Yeah, I got that.
Nice.
Awesome. Mr. Greaves.
That fell victim
No.
to the Too Much Doolittle.
Okay.
All right, so It looks like we've got a decent list to play with. So we'll each one more.
Okay.
Planet of Sound.
Motorway to Roswell.
I don't have that, and I assume you don't have Planet of Sound.
Planet of Sound. Oh no, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
When you said that, I was like, I thought you said play another sound, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll play another sound.
Okay, so.
I actually I overlooked one.
Oh, did you?
Oh.
Yeah, it was also from Indie Cindy, so I don't know if we're gonna get it, but Blue Eyed Hex.
Oh God, that's a good one though. I wanted that one, but I went with Indie Cindy and said the title track.
Man, you know what? I thought it was all right. I was kind of grooving to it, but I was like, man, no. You trying to force me to like it.
Yeah.
You named the album and you named
I'll
the song.
show you who's Indie Cindy. I listen to more than Debaser.
God bless it. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so we've got 3 that are automatically in. La La Love You, Where's My Mind, Gigantic.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did anybody say Here Comes Your Man?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's in the conversation.
I never put. I'm sorry. I never checked it off or anything.
Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3. You know what? Debaser's going in because I moved it over the top. We only have 3 in. We've got plenty of space to play with it. You guys both had it. I'm the one who didn't, and I feel
For
bad about it.
arbitrary reasons.
Yes, you're right. But so Debaser's in. All right, so we have 6 to play with. We've got I Bleed, Here Comes Your Man, Cecilia Ann, Greens and Blues, The Holiday Song, Monkey Gone to Heaven, Tame, Head On, UMass, Levitate Me, Bone Machine, Is She Weird?
I think we should put Cecilia Ann up there because I had it till the end.
So it was a late cut.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cecilia Ann, you are in. Is there anything else is there anything out of those that felt out of place that doesn't if you're trying to turn somebody onto Pixies,
No,
this isn't going to do it.
I don't think so. I think
No,
that's pretty character.
yeah. I think we have pretty spot on here.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. Is there anything that really sticks out that says, yeah, you got to have that?
I think Here Comes Your Man is
Yeah.
definitely one that you should. It would be part of the Pixies 101 course. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
agree.
true.
I agree. Both of you had it. I didn't. So I don't mind sliding that one through. Let's see, 3, 6. Okay, so we got 4 more.
Okay, you guys both had Monkey, Gone to Heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
Did you have
It deserves.
Did you have a strong enough reason to leave it out?
I was listening to all the other things, and I was like, I was like, okay, well, I remember this, but, I don't know. It's not my favorite. I'll just say that.
Okay, well, we don't have to slide it through.
No,
I think we should.
It's deserving. I think it is. I mean, it's an interesting song, and it's full of good points.
I'm about 50-50 on it personally because on one side, like, it's a good song and everything, and it is super interesting, and this is a perfect example of Loud, Quiet, Loud.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, I'm looking at everything else on that list, and I'm like, everything deserves it. Everything, I don't want like the list to end up being something like here are these, not just best of, but like I want diversity. You know?
True.
Yeah.
Do we have any from what's it called, Indie Cindy up there?
Greens and Blues.
Greens and Blues got through. Well, you know what? For that reason, we should put that one through.
Yeah,
I think you're right. Yeah.
Because I was the one who didn't have it. So.
Nice one on that. Like, congrats.
See, so we got 7, 3 more.
Okay.
Well, the same reasons I love Monkey Gone to Heaven are the same reasons I Bleed, and I Bleed is slower. Somebody else had I Bleed?
I did.
You did, right? Okay, so Kyle has to be convinced of I Bleed.
What is that? Oh my gosh.
Must be Langley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The sky's
Sorry.
bleeding.
The sky is bleeding. Perfect time for it. I Bleed. But it's got that grooving bass underneath it. It's again loud. It's not loud, quiet, loud. It's pretty much just quiet. I Bleed. Oh, I'm not making my case.
No,
okay?
it's good.
Well, you're already in.
Yeah, true.
We're not moving the needle on Kyle.
Yeah.
That's fine though. Is there
Totally.
anything else here that really? Is there there's nothing here that really sticks out on the negative. On the positive, I feel like Is She Weird?
You have to remind me how that one goes.
Oh man, I really want to play it.
Remind us all, because I think we all kind of forgot how it goes.
Hold on. There's a trick I can do here. If you guys give me just a minute.
Yeah, we got
All
time.
right, yeah.
I think. I don't know. I really don't know.
we got nothing but time. It's sort of partially my station. So what happens if we go over? Nothing.
Get a spanking.
You ain't kidding.
I wasn't expecting that.
Where'd it go? There it is. Okay. Ew, a bug just jumped in my hair. All right.
This is a magical night.
All right. Speaking of magic, we got to do a little bit of magic here.
Okay.
So we have to talk because
Okay.
the music isn't going out over the air.
Yep.
So it's in our ears. We can hear it.
All right.
But it's
One,
pretty
two,
rocking. Here you go.
Mm-hmm, this
Right?
is it. Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah. Again, it's quote unquote typical Pixie sound.
Yeah.
Skip to the chorus real fast. We can.
Let's see. Oh, that's where it is.
That's it. Yeah, dude.
That's where it is. Oh, is she though? Is she weird? God bless. It's got your.
It's catchy.
It's catchy. It's got
Catchy,
everything.
catchy.
It's got everything you want out of a Pixie song too.
Mhm. You know, some of the reasons why I didn't put one song or the other was because like either the chorus was good or the verse was good. You know,
Right.
sometimes it's just like you just can't. One of them was really annoying. One of them was good. One was really annoying.
Right? I feel like Is She Weird has it all, though. It's got a nice bass line, fun guitar. It's got a nice, quiet. It doesn't even have a loud chorus either.
No,
it's
it
just
doesn't.
it's a catchy one.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about it? Does it stand amongst the tall, tall trees?
Ooh, now you put it that way.
Yeah, I feel like it's a sleeper, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's just me. I think that maybe there are like 4 or so Pixie songs on that in the combo list
Yeah.
that could definitely like fit the same little category, if you know what I mean.
Okay. So let's see. Let's see, what would be considered the same? See, UMass is punchy. I guess I Bleed would be in that same
Mm-hmm.
as Is She Weird category. Maybe. No, Monkey Gone to Heaven has the loud.
It does have the loud for a little bit, but then it goes right back to quiet.
Yeah. So I mean, and what are you thinking as the fourth? Again, UMass would be punchy.
It was just, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe if we do it like this, we got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got three to go. If we take one of these,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Is She Weird, I Bleed, or Monkey Gone to Heaven? How are you guys feeling? I had all 3 of these. So
yeah.
So why don't you go ahead and decide then, Justin?
you think?
Yeah, I think so.
That sounds hard.
I have 2 of 'em.
I'm fine.
Oh man, that makes it really
It's
hard.
all on you, man.
Damn it.
And everyone's gonna laugh. No,
They
I'm kidding.
are.
They're gonna love it.
I'm gonna. Okay. Well, you know what?
They'll love it. Whatever.
You know what?
pick.
If it's on me,
Yeah.
I'm going my number 1.
There you go.
I'm going I Bleed.
There you go. Everyone gets one,
I feel like more people should listen to I Bleed. I
and that's a perfectly valid reason.
I think it's a great tune. I think you're dead on with your assertion about Is She Weird, even though it is a great song. And I think upon listening to it again just there, I think it actually notches further up my personal list. I don't know that if I'm introducing somebody to Pixies, they need that song.
Right. True.
Uh-huh.
True.
So, okay.
On that same note, I mean, I think since we have Gigantic, and we look at Bone Machine, they're like kind of like,
Yeah, they're
You
1
know?
and 1A.
yeah.
So we can lose Bone Machine. All right.
Although it is good.
It is.
And after they listen to this, I'm going to be like, all right, now listen to Bone Machine.
This is where you start. Now this is where you need to go.
It's a jumping off point.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ooh.
2 more.
2 more. Okay. I feel like we have enough Doolittle. I don't think we need Tame.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
It wasn't on my list.
So now we're down to the holiday song, UMass, Head On, and Levitate Me.
Ooh.
My votes are for the holiday song and Head On.
Okay.
Those are my. Those are obviously made my list.
Yeah.
So I'm a little
Yeah,
biased.
They were all on mine except for UMass, so.
Okay. Here's what I'm saying. Holiday song only lost off my list because I was trying not to do so many hits. So I think that's in.
Woo.
So we've got these 3 left. And here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I just feel like this is really important. I'm not saying, I'm just making a case for this song because it's really good.
You.
God,
Oh, no.
listen to that. Oh. If nothing else, we're listening to it.
All right.
Right.
At this point, now that it's in our ears, I'm okay if it ends up getting passed over.
Okay.
But, God, that's good. Right? And it's got that.
Yeah, it's very punchy.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think the chorus is what turned me off.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's super simple. But it's also that same thing that I love. But it's all this build up, getting there.
And this is UMass?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can see what you're saying. And this is like the quintessential Pixies song.
Yeah.
I can say that
Let's see.
without sounding too.
Well, let's get a little of this one. You know, I'm not anti any of these songs. I don't have a strong feeling about counting any of them out.
Yeah,
I really don't.
I gotcha.
It's okay. If you had to pick one of these 3, just one of the 3, which one would it be, Kyle?
It'd be Head On.
Head On?
Oh, dang it. Maybe Levitate Me. Oh, no. And you know what
Okay.
Okay, I'm okay if Levitate Me doesn't go. Because I'm okay with it. Because I think I got so many songs that I really love on the tops.
Here's what I need.
I'm all right with it.
I'm going to get a nice little refresher here on Head On.
Okay.
Because
Apply directly to the forehead.
Oh, my gosh.
let's get a little of this,
Wow.
a little of this.
I forgot all about that. That was such a crazy memory.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
There it is.
You know what? Let's see. What do we got here? Okay.
Here it comes. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh.
No, you missed
Oh,
it. That's good.
yeah.
This is where you...
Yeah. And to everyone listening, you know,
We're digging it.
Yeah, we're digging it.
This is why. That part right there.
Oh, yeah. There's the quiet.
There's the quiet.
Yeah, this one's good.
Yeah, you know what?
I'm with it.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
with this one.
I'm with Head On. Because I feel like, you know, upon where we are in this, I feel like we got enough hits. I don't think we need UMass. Even though it is great, it's super punchy.
Is UMass a hit? I'd say that.
It's a best of. I don't know that it's a hit, but it's definitely a best of.
Okay.
All right. So what do we got here? We got La La Love You. I'm so happy that made it on.
Me too.
I really am. And like,
Well done,
love
everyone.
that
it was
song.
like your first play, right?
Yeah.
So,
I think so.
That's awesome. Where's My Mind? Gigantic. Debaser, Cecilia Ann, Here Comes Your Man, Greens and Blues, I Bleed, the holiday song, Head On. Hot damn, that's a good list. That
is
really
a good
is.
list.
And it's a good starter. You listen to these, you're gonna get a nice little touch of everything.
Yep.
You're gonna get a nice little instrumental there, even right in the middle. Like if you play it just in this order, nice little instrumental, just basically in the middle.
Oh, on my way home tonight, I'm gonna listen to this.
It's That's a good, God blessed list. I am into that. So I'm going to put it together on Spotify here in a minute. That's all the time we have today, though. Man, that one flew. It always does.
That was a
That
lot
was
of
fun.
fun.
It
That was
always
great.
does. I love this show, man. It's so much fun talking about bands with people. Even, like I said, we did Hanson last week, and I'm not a Hanson fan, but watching somebody who is a fan talk about a band that they love, it's amazing. I did the ICP one however months back, hanging out with people that like ICP. Man, that is a great time. And it just, you don't expect these things coming. I'm going to do a Nickelback one. And that might be where the line gets drawn.
People are gonna start being angry.
Hey, you know the thing.
No,
thing
I'm
with Nickelback
just
is like
messing with
it's
you.
like so many people say they hate him, but like as soon as the song
We're-
comes up in
They're like-
karaoke, everyone's singing. You
And,
know.
and who's buying the records? If
That's the problem. Like, if they've been overplayed. That's probably the only reason why
Yeah.
everybody hates it.
And then he's got that her voice.
yeah.
He's
But
got a good
that
voice.
will absolutely be a Please Explain episode, which is cool because it's less work for me. They put the lists together and present them to me, and then I listen.
Oh, so you don't make a list for those?
We still come out with a top 10.
I mean, you personally.
but I don't.
Oh, okay.
I
Nice.
just get to pick off of their list.
Ah.
So it's fun. It's much more fun that way because there ain't no way I'm listening to all of Nickelback's records, Jack.
Right. Hey, you should do a Fiona Apple.
I'll do a Fiona Apple. She's got to have enough records by
I
now.
think she at least has 4. She might have 5.
That should be doable, I would think. I'll do a Fiona Apple one. That'd be fun.
Love her.
Oh, okay. So I got somebody who wants to talk about her too.
Yeah,
so I'm into
there you
it.
go.
Well, man, I guess it's that time. I got to start wrapping up, huh? Have to. I use that word very loosely because, again, my name's on the place. So I don't
You own
have
it,
to.
dude.
I don't have to, but I'm going to run down this list one last time. La La Love
All
You,
right.
Where's My Mind, Gigantic, Debaser, Cecilia Ann, Here Comes Your Man, Greens and Blues, I Bleed, The Holiday Song, Head On. That's a damn good list. Check out the Pixies. I guarantee
Yes.
if you listen to that, you're gonna at least ingest one of their albums, guaranteed. Without a shadow of doubt, you will listen to one album if you listen to this because it's good, man. There's no denying how good the Pixies are.
Right.
In the meantime, you dig this program, you dig this video you're watching. You guys helped us do it. Patreon.com/Radio Free Radio. $1 a month gets you. Every week we do this show. Popped is generally speaking every week, but you get a happy place. Leah's happy place comes out. We get Ron of the Hills. Everything we're doing here. For $1 a month, man, it's a great deal. I don't think I'm overselling that. The fact that you're getting that much content for $1, and it means the world to us. It really means the world. Your dollar, the fact that you're taking $1 out of your budget to give to this little engine that could, and we're gonna.
The little engine that gonna.
We are gonna. I'm telling you, we're gonna. It may take us a while, but we're gonna. You've never met a bunch of people who have less quit. We ain't got. There ain't no quit in the RFR gang. So we're gonna just keep on chugging, keep on trucking. In the meantime, Pixies, Learn 'Em and Love 'Em people. We'll be back next week. I haven't picked the band. I don't even know which way I'm leaning. I need to sit down and I need to book it, and we'll do that. So we'll talk to you guys next week. Bye-bye. Thanks, guys, for God.
Yeah.
Such a jackass.
Thanks.
Thank you guys for being here and
Thanks
talking
for
Pixies with
having
me.
us.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll see you
It
guys
was
soon.
great.
Bye-bye.